216 BC, Cannae Plain, 60,000 Roman soldiers. Best trained army, most powerful empire. Facing them Hannibal. 40,000 men, tired, hungry, far from home. Rome certain to win, everyone knows. Battle starts. Hannibal weakens center, strengthens wings. Rome attacks center, pushing, thinking they're winning. Then Hannibal closes wings. Rome trapped in circle. Inside crescent trap, 60,000 Romans died. One day, tactic changed history. Here are history's 10 most effective war tactics. 10. Testudo formation. Roman turtile testudo means turtle in Latin. Roman legions defensive formation. How works? Soldiers side by side. Shields front, shield sides, shields top. Completely closed box. Arrow rain coming. Bouncing off shields. Spears thrown, no damage. Roman soldiers safe inside, slowly advancing. Like turtle. Enemy panicking, waiting until arrows finish. Then Romans open formation. Go offensive. Testudo especially effective in sieges. When approaching castle wall, arrows shooting from above. Testudo protecting. Ladders placed against wall. Soldiers climbing. Still protected. Used in First Jewish-Roman War. Siege of Jerusalem. 80-70, Romans won. Testudo one reason. Has weakness? Yes, in open fields. Against cavalry attack. Struck from sides. But in siege perfect. Roman army took hundreds of castles with this formation. Legendary defensive tactic. 9. Feigned Retreat. False withdrawal, feigned retreat. Oldest tactics. But most effective. How works? Your army starts attack. Light engagement. Then withdrawing. Appearing to flee. Enemy sees victory. Breaks discipline. Starts chasing. Order dissolving. Then ambush. Hidden forces emerging. Encirclement. Enemy trapped. Mongols masters of this tactic. During Genghis Khan. Light cavalry moves forward. Shoots arrows and flees. Enemy chases. Getting tired. Scattering. Then main force comes. Heavy cavalry. Crushing. William the Conqueror used. Battle of Hastings. 1066 against English. Norman cavalry retreated. English chased. Left hilltop. Then Norman cavalry returned. English exposed. Defenseless. Defeated. Feigned retreat requires courage, because can turn into real retreat. Discipline needed. Timing needed. But if works, certain victory. 8. Phalanx formation. Greek wall phalanx. Ancient Greece's basic tactic. Heavy infantry formation. How works? Soldiers side by side. Tightly arranged. Hoplites. Large shield. Long spear. 2-3 meters. Sarissa. First row spears forward. Second row spears forward. Third row 2. Enemy faces spear forest. Impenetrable wall. Phalanx advancing. Rhythm important. All together step. Unbreakable line. If one man falls, back one fills. Used at Thermopylae. 480 BC. 300 Spartans. 7,000 Persians. Narrow pass. Persians numerically superior. But phalanx holding. 3 days. Sparta's training made difference. Alexander Great developed. Macedonian phalanx. Longer spear. 6 meters. Sarissa phalanx. Looks unstable. But deadly. Alexander defeated Persian Empire with this. Phalanx weakness. No flexibility. Difficult in open terrain. Vulnerable to cavalry. Can be struck from sides. But right place. Right time. Unbeatable. 7. Scorched earth. Burn and destroy tactic. Scorched earth. Soil policy. Burning and destroying everything. Leaving nothing for enemy. How works? Enemy coming. You retreating. But while leaving. Destroying everything. Burning crops. Killing animals. Destroying bridges. Poisoning wells. Enemy on empty land. No food, no water. No shelter. Army weakening from hunger. Morale breaking. Must retreat. Russia used this tactic. Against Napoleon. 1812. Napoleon entered Moscow. City empty. Found it burning. Winter came. No food. Had to retreat. Came with 600,000 soldiers. 20,000 returned. Stalin used. In World War II, Germans advanced. Russians burned everything. German army died freezing. Scorched earth ruthless. Hurts own people too. But stops invader. Used many times in history. Worked. 6. Hammer and anvil. Classic encirclement. Hammer and anvil. Classic encirclement tactic. How works? 2 forces. 1 anvil. 1 hammer. Anvil pins enemy. Frontal assault. Enemy focusing on anvil. Then hammer comes. From behind, from side. Usually cavalry. Enemy encircled. Between 2 fires. Crushed. Alexander Great master of this tactic. Battle of Gaugamela. 31 BC against Persian King Darius. Alexander made phalanx anvil. Persian army attacking. Then Alexander became hammer with cavalry. Struck from side. Persian army collapsed. Hannibal also used. At Cannae, Rome attacked center. Hannibal's anvil. Then wings became hammer. Rome encircle. 60,000 dead. Hammer and anvil requires cavalry, mobility, coordination. Timing must be perfect. But if works, devastating. Fünfte Blitzkrieg, Lightning war Blitzkrieg. Lightning war in German. World War II's signature. Nazi Germany's tactic. How works? Speed, surprise, force concentration. First phase, air bombardment. Luftwaffe hitting enemy command centers. Cutting communication. Second phase, armored assault. Panzer tanks. Rapid advance. Breaking enemy lines. Third phase, infantry following. Securing positions. Encirclement completing. Enemy in shock. Defeated before can react. Poland 1939 fell in 27 days. France 1940 fell in 6 weeks. World shocked. Germany seemed unstoppable. Blitzkrieg weakness, logistics. Tanks eat fuel. Rapid advance stretches supply lines. Problem in Russia. Distances too long. Winter came. Blitzkrieg stopped. But tactic revolutionized, changed modern warfare. Speed became everything. 4. Guerrilla warfare, hit and run guerrilla warfare. Irregular war, small group against large army. How works? No direct confrontation, ambush, sabotage, hit and run. Attack enemy base. Cause damage. Disappear immediately. Leave before enemy reacts. Repeat. Constantly. Enemy getting tired. Morale breaking. Never feeling secure. Constant attack fear. Vietnam War classic example. Viet Cong used guerrilla tactics against America's giant army. Dug tunnels. Hid in jungle. Attacked at night. Looked like villagers in daytime. America was powerful, but couldn't find enemy. Fought 10 years. Lost. Happened in Afghanistan too. Against Soviets. Mujahideen in mountains. Set ambushes. Hit Soviet convoys. 10 years. Soviets withdrew. Guerrilla warfare requires patience. Requires time. Requires popular support. But defeats superpowers. 3. Trojan Horse. Deception tactic. Trojan Horse. History's most famous trick. Around 1200 BC. Trojan War. 10 years siege. Greeks couldn't take Troy. Walls too thick. Then Odysseus found idea. Giant wooden horse. Hide soldiers inside. Show as gift. Greeks boarded ships. Pretended leaving. Left horse. Trojans brought horse into city. Night Greek soldiers came out. Opened gates. Main army had returned. Entered inside. Troy fell. Deception tactic always works, because human nature doesn't change. Greed, curiosity, pride. Troy fell because of pride. Said we won. Weren't careful. Modern versions exist. False information. Double agents, camouflage, before D-Day. Allies deceived Germans. Would land at Normandy. But showed Calais. Created fake army. Inflatable tanks. Fake radio traffic. Germans believed. Placed forces wrong place. Normandy lightly defended. Landing successful. Deception half of war. 2. Pincer Movement. Pliers maneuver pincer movement. Double-sided encirclement. How works? Army 3 parts. Center engages enemy. 2 wings. Right and left. Circling enemy's flanks. Meeting behind. Circle completed. Enemy surrounded, no escape. Either surrender or die. Hannibal used at Cannae. Romans charged center. Hannibal's center retreated. Crescent shape. Romans entered inside. Hannibal's wings closed. Pincer. 60,000 Roman soldiers died. Germans used in World War II. Many times. At Stalingrad, Soviets used. Against Germans. German 6th Army encircled. 300,000 soldiers. Had to surrender. War's turning point. Pincer movement requires coordination. 2 wings synchronized. Must close same time. If one early, one late, enemy escapes. But if perfect, devastating. 1. Defense in depth. Layered defense in depth. Foundation of modern warfare. How works? Defense not single line. Layers. First line. Light units. Slowing enemy. Causing damage. Second line. Main defense. Strong positions. Enemy stops here. Third line. Reserve forces. For counterattack. If enemy passes first line, gets stuck at second. If passes second, defeated at third. Strength in depth. Soviets mastered in World War II. Germans advancing to Moscow. Every kilometer combat. Every city fortress, Stalingrad, even buildings layers. Every floor. Every room. Every meter defense. Germans exhausted. Couldn't win. Battle of Kursk, 1943. Soviets established defense in depth. German tanks tried passing 3 layers. Couldn't. Minefield, anti-tank gun. Camouflage tank. Layer by layer. Germans defeated. War's fate changed. Defense in depth modern armies standard. NATO doctrine. Layers. Depth, flexibility. If lose one line, other holds. Not losing war. History's 10 most effective war tactics. Some thousands years old, some 100 years old, but all still valid because war changed. Weapons changed, but basic principles same. Surprise, encirclement, deception, defense. These universal. Every commander should know. Every army should apply. Because tactics determine war's fate, not numbers, not weapons. Strategy wins.